Faerie.
The Good Samaritan. One summer day in Southampton, New York, a woman pulled into a gas station. As the attendant pumped gas, the woman told him she was in a hurry to pick up her daughter, who had just finished an art class in East Hampton. A well-dressed man walked over and started talking to her. He explained that his rental car had died and he needed a ride to East Hampton for an appointment. She said she would be happy to give him a ride. He put his briefcase in the back seat and said he was going to quickly visit the men's room. The woman looked at her watch and suddenly panicked. She drove off quickly, having forgotten that the man was coming back to the car for a ride. She thought nothing of him again until she and her daughter pulled into their driveway. The woman saw his briefcase and realized she had forgotten him. She opened the briefcase, looking for some form of identification so that she could notify him about his belongings. Inside, she found nothing but a knife and a roll of duct tape. The Rake. For centuries, there have been tales of a creature that appears in the night and destroys the lives of those it encounters. Nearly 24 reports from victims recount identical experiences. They awaken in the night to see it standing in the room at the foot of the bed. It is shaped like a man, but nothing about it is human. Its eyes are black and hollow. You stare into them. You blink to shake the image away, but it's still there. You will never close your eyes without seeing it ever again. Every night, it returns, standing at the foot of your bed, watching you. Your sanity begins to decay. You no longer sleep, but you desperately clench your eyes shut. You know what you'll see staring back at you if you dare open them. The Smiling Man. You're walking home alone late one night. You turn to cut down an empty street and you see him. Off in the distance, a tall figure stands under the glow of a street lamp. A man dressed in an old suit with a disturbing smile spread across his face. He's moving toward you. You go to speak, but terror squeezes your throat tight. He stares straight up to the sky, his distorted grin shining in the moonlight as he gets closer and closer. His smile cuts deep into your soul. Is he drunk? High? No. His smile is not from inebriation. It is a smile of pure insanity. He runs towards you now, his bizarre grin wider than ever before. You make it home and turn around. He's gone, but the deranged smile on his face is burned into your memory forever. Stairs in the Forest. If you've ever spoken to anyone who's worked for the U.S. Forest Service, you've probably heard the tales of the strange sightings seen deep within the forests of the United States. One such sighting, mentioned time and again by search and rescue officers, is that of a set of stairs in the middle of the woods that seem to lead to nowhere. Each officer's story varies in detail, but they've all been told countless times by supervisors not to speak of the stairs. Most importantly, they warn never touch the stairs. One summer afternoon, you and a friend are backpacking through the forest. You're deep in the woods, miles into the wilderness, and alone. As you walk, you see a clearing in the distance. In the middle of the clearing sits a staircase. Your friend is apprehensive, but you run ahead, curious to get a closer look. It's one of the strangest things you've ever seen. The stairs seem like they were ripped right from a new house and placed in the center of the forest. Each step of the staircase is covered in pristine white carpet, untouched and undisturbed by the nature that surrounds it, as if nature herself is afraid to come in contact with the steps. You go to approach the staircase, but something stops you. A feeling of dread and paranoia. A thought in the back of your mind says, "This isn't right. I should not be here." Some force stronger than curiosity, compels you to go up. You have to know. Each step higher shakes you to your core. You're shaking so badly you feel like you could stumble and fall at any moment. You take the last step and every sound stops. Have you gone deaf? You try with everything you can to choke out a sound, but there is nothing but silence. You feel lightheaded and dizzy before your knees give out. Everything goes black. When you wake up, the stairs are gone. Your friend is nowhere to be seen. You start the trip back home and soon find your friend who has no memory of the stairs and claims you just wandered off on your own for an hour or so. You vow never to mention what you saw and felt that day. You try to convince yourself that it was all some heat-induced delusion, but deep down you know what happened. You know somewhere hidden within the bush of the forest, the stairs are waiting for you to find them again.